time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweets all there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am the not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it in as always. But, of course, I do not bring it alone. No. My bodacious brothers of badassery is with me. On top of that, we have the boss man himself joining us today. So, let me start it off first and foremost, and I'm going to go clockwise on this bitch. We have boss man himself, TJ Bowser.
Howdy doody.
We have Bobby Monet, the killing machine.
What's up?
Wow. Thank you for that intro. Jesus Christ. We have El Scuba Cabra himself, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
And the Chad Daddy handsome man himself, that Zark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What is up, bitches?
Yeah, thank you for joining us today on November 8th, 2021. We are here to talk about a doozy. But first and foremost, we're going to go through and we're going to try to make it nice and short, sweet this week. We're going to do a little TJ. Want to give it to me, buddy? Seeing you're here.
Okay, so I did some podcast stuff.
No.
What?
You have to do the line.
Oh,
I can't do it.
The line.
I need it.
Do the line.
Thank you. Now continue.
Okay, I did podcast here, podcast there, podcast everywhere. Lights, Camera, Exploitation is going to be dropping here soon. An episode on Argento's Tenebrae. If you guys are interested, the episode on the Masturbating Gunman is available now on all audio platforms. We might have lost subscribers because of that episode, but I won't talk about it.
You might gain some, though. You never know. It could be a win-win.
Fuck it, hey, it was a gamble. I was willing to take it. But yeah, got some movies in today from Imprint Films. I got the Straight Story from David Lynch, and then I also got Fire in the Sky. And I've talked to Steven about that film and Brody before. I've actually talked to Steven about that film on his show.
Yes.
When we did a special on Aliens, Part 2 coming soon. And yeah, that movie's fucking terrifying to me. That and Signs, which we actually just got done talking about prior to this show. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, just a lot of watching film. Where the fuck did Bobby go?
I don't know.
He scared him off with the Aliens.
Okay. I switched connections. Sorry.
Well, watching lots of film, buying lots of film, doing lots of stuff with podcasts, and just kind of keeping things moving. What about you, Bobby Monet?
Oh, what did I do? That's right. This past Saturday, I had a shoot up in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. That I was Michael Myers. That I did. Some of the shots came back to me literally that night. So some of them have been shared, as I know some boys here have seen. You boys have seen.
Yes.
So many more to come for that. And then been working on that cosplay as well. That's still not done. It was just made for that shoot.
We talked about a new one today.
Yes, we did. Another new cosplay that TJ actually turned me on to is, and I believe I'm saying this right, Lobo from the DCU.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Wait.
What version? What version?
Well, the version I could pull off.
With a cigar and
OG. All right.
With the cigar, with the best.
OG version.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go OG as much as we humanly possibly
version,
can.
Dude, the new Slim Pants version, I'm just not into.
Well, I'm not gonna be Slim Pants.
I sent Bobby all the old pictures
He
of
sent
Lobo.
me the old one. I just found the human version where it's like, this is what I need, but still needs to be.
I want to see that. I want to see that wig, dude. That's what I'm thinking. You gotta straight up look for like a Baraka wig, but like, or not. I'm sorry, Blanca. You need a Blanca wig.
Say Blanca.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, wrong fighter.
Listen, just buy me a Gene Simmons wig. We'll make it work. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. He's essentially an intergalactic version of Kiss.
Exactly.
Pretty
much what they based him on, yes.
Yeah.
But the picture TJ showed me, I'm like, it reminds me of Rob Zombie a little bit.
The main man.
Yeah. He's like Gene Simmons from Kiss and Rob Zombie, but he's a bounty hunter with dog. Doug the Bounty Hunter in there too.
And then yesterday I was.
If they made a comic where Doug and Lobo teamed up as intergalactic bounty hunters, bro, I'm fucking in.
But,
he is in that new reign of the new Superman show, the movie that came out last year. Yeah, so he has some new 52 stuff. Continue, Bob.
So, and then yesterday was just a family day, so I was chilling out doing that. And today I worked, and I got to watch this lovely movie, which actually was my first movie of this series. I watched them out of order.
Same, buddy.
So, but
not let's this one first.
Nah, this one first. The woman on the cover.
Oh,
yes.
We'll get there.
We'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, I'm working on things now that the winter's coming. I can just work on it because there's not too much shit happening. And that's about it on my end. I believe this gentleman below me is next, Mr. Scuba Cabra.
Well, I have had one of the most boring weeks of my entire life. I did not do a damn thing except work and work and work and work. Like, I have nothing new to report except I did start reworking on the script for my Maniac Cop film. I did start,
nice.
I threw in some more ideas and stuff that I had, wrote them down, and started doing that a little bit. I got to spend time with my grandma yesterday, which was great. Took her shopping.
Awesome.
And
fucking A.
Yeah.
Saw your TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, I turn around to look at something, and I turn back around, and she's already like all the way down the aisle, and I'm like, what? How did you get down there that fast? You literally just turned away. What the shit?
Grandma moves.
Hi, Jen.
She's 92.
Hi, Jen.
How's it going, Jen? And that's it, man. I have nothing new to report. I did do Somewhat Supernatural on Friday. Yes. We dropped the episode with about skinwalkers with Ben.
Nice.
So that
one
was
of us
fun.
will be uploading that soon.
Yes, somebody will.
Yeah. Oh, I need to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
No.
What'd you do, buddy?
What'd I do?
No, we just haven't talked about it yet. That's all.
When I say I haven't done anything, I mean literally I haven't done shit. I downloaded Scoob's episodes, and then that's about it. That's
yeah, we just need to talk about it.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, man. And I'm here with my boys.
Yeah.
Oh, but before I pass it on to Chad Daddy, I want to wish a very happy 16th birthday to my baby girl, Sam. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
Happy
birthday. Sweet 16.
I don't know about sweet. Savage 16.
Oh.
There ain't nothing sweet about my daughter.
Listen, they are sweet at 16. That's what we're told, and then they become savage.
We don't
to his kids on the phone, man.
Bobby, that just sounded creepy coming from you, man.
Why did you have to say it that way, Chad? I wasn't trying to be that way.
Sweet at 16. That just sounded wrong, buddy.
You know something? I'm just going to have a drink. And
Bobby is the youngest out of all of us, though. So.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, Chad Daddy.
Keep going.
Yo, not much new here. Just work here and work at the house. We're really, really close to getting ready to move in. My wife finished. My son's bedroom is completely done now. All the trim is up, everything. So we can start moving stuff into the house. We'll set it in his room. My youngest daughter's room is almost finished. Just got to finish the trim there. We got the doors put up in the bedroom. We got to hang shower doors, little touches here and there, but we'll be in. I would say probably the week after Thanksgiving. I think we'll be moved in.
Nice,
so
nice, dude.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make our Thursday potential deadline. The Thanksgiving deadline. Yeah. It's just too close. But is what it is. We'll be there, but definitely way before Christmas. Aside from that, Friday night I watched The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai for the first time.
Nice.
That's a very weird fucking movie.
Very weird. Very weird.
I'm not sure if I like it. I feel like I have to watch it at least one or two more times just to get everything and let it process.
Yeah,
I need to look this
up. It was different, and hey, it had Goldblum, so that's reason enough to watch it.
Fair enough.
Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, it was a different movie. I'm not. I didn't dislike it. I didn't love it. So yeah, we'll see. I'll probably watch it a couple more times and see if it really grows on me. Aside from that, then yesterday I had to take a long ass trip to a Walmart up in a town called St. Mary's, which is about an hour and a half drive from here, because this one thing we ordered for the kids for Christmas, it didn't want to ship to any of the local Walmarts, and you couldn't order it online, so I had to go the whole way up there to get it. I don't want to say what it is, just because my wife could potentially be listening to this, and the kids could be in the room. I don't want to spoil the surprise. It's really cool. I'll send you guys a picture in the chat to show you, and then after Christmas, I'll say what it is on here. But yeah, it's really really fucking cool. Aside from that, not much new. I watched this delightful movie. This this was actually my first time watching it the whole way through.
Inside jokes. Inside jokes. For the audio listeners and anybody as well.
No. Damn it, now I hear it in my head.
You know what? That's called earworms. Warfare in some parts.
For the audio-only listeners, we're talking about the song Barbie Girl in the
Barbie Girl. That's going to be the new Bobby song
Girl.
Next week, dude.
See, it worked because I was looking at Bobby's picture when I said his little image right here when I said that. So yeah, it's Bobby Girl now.
Just like you were looking at me that night when you had my figure while you were doing the nest.
Was that Dale?
Hey, that thing is packed away now, so you don't have to worry about that. Dad's getting ready to go to the new house. No, aside from that, just nothing new. Big Johnny D, how about you, my brother?
Let's see. I've been prepping for the parade that we're going to do for the Ghostbusters, so I built a roof rack out of PVC this weekend instead of
Can I interrupt real quick? Did you guys see the final trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife today?
I will not.
I'm not watching.
I will not because I just want to save it. I already pre-ordered my ticket for Wednesday for the early showing, and that's it. Like, I don't want to know nothing. It's going to be hard, dude, because I'm going to try to stay off Facebook because everything is already talked about the trailer, so I haven't even needed to fucking watch the damn trailer. I already know what happened in it. I'm like, fucking internet, dude. Like, anyways.
That's why I stayed away from it. I haven't seen it.
Right.
Leaving it that way.
But no, so instead of buying a roof rack, I decided to build one because that's what I like to do is build stupid shit with cool, whatever. So it's
you are
like
the guy
$30.
from Home Improvement.
Thank you. I'm like, if you can't fix it with duct tape, you can't fucking fix it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I go.
If you can't duck it, fuck it.
Boom. Tag that and bag it and put it on a shirt, dude. So, built the roof rack, did the pipes up already. So that's going to be good. I got a nice little surprise in the bag. I don't want to say anything just in case any of the boys are listening. I don't know if they are, but whatever. Other than that, man, I enjoyed myself this weekend. I didn't do shit. I've been busy the last 4 fucking weekends. So I hung out at the house and it was awesome and got to enjoy watch the movies and just sit around with the family, did some cleaning. I cleaned the garage and then fucking dirtied it right the fuck back up. Dude. God damn. Yeah, that's how that rolls. And best news of the weekend, because my wife can't keep a secret for more than 5 goddamn minutes. I can't either, though. We're terrible. We're like, buy your Christmas gift.
Oh, come on. God damn it.
Yeah, but dude, fuck it, dude, because she ordered me what I've been talking about for the last 3 fucking weeks, dude. She ordered me the Haspack.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
She goes, the only thing you didn't get was the slime, which in my honest opinion looks like fucking garbage and I could give a shit. So I don't care about that. Not really lost.
Yeah, what we all asked for this year. I asked for that new Severed Folk Horror box set.
I was just going to ask for a new camera, but apparently I'm getting a new Proton pack.
I want a 3D printer. That's all I want.
I haven't.
I will send you one if you want one. You can buy one of mine.
I haven't put a list together
I already
yet,
got one of your masks.
but I put it to this way. I can put a list together that's going to cost thousands of dollars.
Wow, okay. Well, fair enough.
We don't need that. All right.
Yes, we do.
Fuck it. Let's roll on. Let's talk about what we are here to talk about today. Boss man, what are we here to talk about today?
We're here to talk about Brian Yuzna's 1993's Return of the Living Dead Part 3. And it is awesome. Released October 29th, 1993.
Scoobs, do you want to give a plot rundown, buddy?
Colonel Reynolds and his group of government scientists continue their work on reanimating the dead for military use. His son Kurt and his girlfriend Julie use Dad's security pass to sneak in and watch the proceedings. Later, when father and son have a disagreement, Kurt and Julie take off on a motorcycle and Julie is killed in an accident. Grief-stricken, Kurt takes her body to the lab and brings her back to life. Kurt must help Julie deal with her new existence as well as her growing hunger for fresh human brains as military agents and local gang members try to find them.
Fuck it, eh?
Yeah. Way to keep strong, Scoobs.
Fuckers,
holding
fuckers.
strong.
I had to like, focus.
I was trying.
Focus.
That's like where that's like being with your girlfriend. It's like, don't look at the titties walking by.
Yeah. No. Oh no, I look. I don't care.
Bobby, take it away with directed by.
Absolutely. Directed by Brian Usna, who is directed Society, Bride of Reanimator, The Dentist. Written by John Peneni, The Kindred, Legends of the Mummy. Produced by Tom Fox, Return of the Living Dead's 1 and 2, and Blue Monkey. Andrew Hirsch did The Warlock, The Armageddon, and Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah, buddy.
I have not seen Pinocchio's Revenge, but
Nor have I.
never mind.
I've seen the cover numerous times.
I hope we get a Blu-ray of it at some point. That's all I'm asking.
all I know is this. I hope he sticks it in the right hole.
Oh. Where are we going with that one?
Jack Frost. Keep going.
Starring Kent McCord from Predator 2, Airplane 2, the sequel, as Colonel John Reynolds, Melinda Clark. Spawn.
Bobby needs a cold shower real quick.
I think so.
Fuck this cold shower. It's going to stay hard, damn it. Killer Tongue as...
Wasn't that the Die Hard parody?
I have the video. Would you like it? As Julie Walker as Mindy Clark. J. Trevor Emmond from Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings, Allure of Illusions as Kurt Reynolds. Sounds like Burt Reynolds. James T. Callahan, Charles N. Charge as Colonel Peck. Sarah Douglas, Superman 2, Return of the Swamp Thing, as Lieutenant Colonel Sinclair. Abigail Lenz, The Dark Room, Dead of Night as Mindy. Basil Wallace, he's named after a plant. Joy Ride, like Mike, as Riverman. Jill Andre, The Runaway. The Runaways, Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin, as Dr. Beers. Now that's a name.
That just
Mike,
dropped, too.
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's why I put that on there.
Kaka.
Mike Moroff.
I'm just
I haven't
saying.
seen it. I gave up after a couple of them.
I trust Steve's judgment. Yeah.
I certainly would. Mike Moroff, RoboCop Desperado from Dusk Till Dawn as Santos Morales, and Anthony Hickox as Dr. Hickox.
Now, Anthony Hickox has a brother, right? And they do horror movies together, right?
That's the same. That's Anthony Hickox. That's him.
Oh, it is the same one.
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Well, then.
Yeah, he did Hellraiser 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Waxwork, I think?
Yep.
All right. Beautiful.
Where are we
All
at,
right,
John?
so we're at music. Music by Barry, not Bill Goldberg, who is most notable for doing the shitty 1990 Captain America movie. Cinematography by Jerry Lively, who actually did Hellraiser 3, Waxwork, and Warlock the Armageddon. There we go. Edited by Christopher Roth, who did one of my favorites, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Leprechaun. The effects makeup some... Okay, so in my notes, there's 5 different companies that did different various effects and makeup because of the tight schedule they were on. Yep. So I only listed a couple here. Kevin Brennan, who did Night of the Demons, and he actually did the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And Steve Johnson, who did Lord of Illusions.
Legendary
and,
Steve Johnson.
Yeah, he did a lot of movies like Spider-Man 2. He did the animatronic, the
Raimi's?
Tentacles.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Distributed by Trimark Pictures, runtime of 93 minutes. Not midgets. Midgets. MPAA rating of R, but there is an unrated version available. That's what I watched. I don't know about the rest of you. Budget of $2 million, grossed only about $54,000 because it had a very severely limited release.
And yet, all these years later, it's just as
Still pretty popular, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Very popular.
Limited release, but actually the first Return of the Living Dead film that I ever watched. Hold on, I gotta pause this here. Okay. Yeah, so I remember picking this up from a video store at a pretty young age, sheerly because of the cover art, and then being completely blown away and being absolutely terrified by that zombie that has that stuck head and then rips it away. That thing.
Dude, that was badass.
Yeah,
That
was such a great effect.
Just some of the zombies in general.
Riverman haunted my dreams as kids.
That was awesome.
Especially his fucking go-go gadget neck.
Exoskeleton. Oh,
Yeah.
that was Santos. That was Santos.
No,
that was
Santos, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
So,
that- If you didn't think of Evil Dead 2 in that exact moment, he was just gonna be like, "I swallow your soul," or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they
then-
kind of did a version of that in Land of the Dead as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember when they're in the
Oh,
Jeep
yeah, you're
and
right,
the one
right,
zombie came up
right.
that looked like it was headless and just kind of went like
Yeah.
that, and the whole head kind of struck like a
That was
snake.
that was the weird CGI, but it was kind of like it still worked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flashback to I want to say a couple years ago, episode 63 of Rabbit Hole. I got the opportunity to talk to Brian Usna. About 11 minutes in to that podcast, he actually talks about working on this film. It's pretty fucking cool. You can see my fucking face light up the moment he starts talking about it, and then I smile the entire time.
She's not wrong. That's
John,
all I'm gonna
I
say.
love what your wife just said. Santos had a plan. He just needed some goddamn faith.
Fucking A.
That is a Red Dead 2
Dude,
reference for anybody that's not
hardcore.
aware.
Yeah, like hardcore. We were laughing about it the whole fucking time. And I was gonna say something, but I was like, I don't know if these guys have played Red Dead, dude. I don't even know if they fucking know. Oh, god damn it! Don't play the bit. Oh, okay, Brody. Well, let me get out of that. Gentlemen, if you want to continue on here, I'll get the new Brody vid.
This
Yeah, so
film
like-
has. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like I said, this is the first time I actually sat and watched it the whole way through. I've seen the majority of it here and there, mostly on like Sci-Fi Channel, but this was a fun sit through. You know, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't bored at all.
And it's very different
From
from the other two. You know, well, I mean, really, do you want to count part two? Really, you don't.
No.
But
No.
even from the original, it's very different. It's got a very different feel to it. But I don't know. I love the designs of these zombies, especially the ones that like pop out of the trioxin.
Yes.
Dude,
you know-
these are some of the best zombie designs I've ever seen. And I've watched so many movies in Walking Dead, and I love the design of these movies. The design of these zombies were so different.
All three
from what
big
we used to.
major set pieces utilized in this film are just so memorable. The internals workings of the fucking military base, the town, and then of course the whole end sequence with like the river and then the underneath fucking tunnels and stuff. Just everything creates this claustrophobic effect. Granted, that was all there because of budgetary constraints and stuff. And clearly, the entire first fucking sequence is a shipping container shoved together. But it's fucking awesome,
Yep.
and it works
And
so
it works.
fucking well.
See,
Yeah, it
I thought
fucking
the
works.
interior. I thought the interior of the army
I thought it
complex.
looked
I guess
cool.
it reminded me of more of like a spaceship. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know why.
yeah, it
I
had,
think
it
it
had
was
a
kinda
very like
supposed
spaceshipy type vibe to it.
I don't know if you guys have seen the newer Doom movie. Was it Annihilation?
I never.
It kind of gave me
actually
those
watched that, no.
vibes.
Well, I took it as it's like a 90s
It's-
medical military facility
Yeah.
It's
because they're
definitely-
testing cadavers and shit.
Which you think they'd
Right.
have a little bit more security.
Well,
knowing
this is the
goddamn
first time they're
well-
really testing this shit, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but
this-
but
yeah.
look at what already occurred in Pittsburgh because the previous occurrence
True.
did occur. So in this reality, Pittsburgh was already destroyed in the first movie. because
Is this a
everything
mobile
occurred.
facility?
That wasn't Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
That
I
was,
think this-
Was it? I thought it was Pittsburgh.
No, it was like oh crap.
You talking
In
about
part
the
one?
OG one?
It wasn't Pittsburgh. It was like Charlotte, North Carolina, or something. I don't remember.
Oh,
exactly.
maybe. Yeah.
But they mentioned Pittsburgh in it.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think TJ, what you said, this is a mobile facility. They do move around. Like when this is done, they move to the next one. At least that's because you could hear them talking.
Hey, Heather.
about it.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got. Is this is just like a temporary facility that moves and can come apart?
Like, remember, Scoobs, you said about the you thought the security be lacking, but that's actually a plot point that's even mentioned in the movie itself.
Mhm.
Louisville. It was in Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
is where.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
But I mean, even at that, you know what the reanimated corpses can and cannot do. You know they don't
Mhm.
fucking die.
Well,
That's the whole reason you're
the
testing
point
them out.
also is in this movie they're going another level by adding that Terminator factor where they
Which-
take zombies to the
Yeah.
next level and put
Mhm.
mechanical stuff on them.
I
So
dug that. That-
you really
that-
can't
Which
anticipate
is
that,
fucking
especially at the ending.
horrifying. Like that
Yes.
was just like you're gonna make this unstoppable thing even more unstoppable, which I know that's the whole plan.
But that's what Usna brings to the table here. Is he has a zombie movie and he brings body horror to a whole other level.
And considering the fact that when he gets shot, he doesn't stop. Just his limb is missing, but he's still connected.
Yeah.
He can still keep going. It's not like it's going to stop.
And that's what that's what horrifies me about the Return of the Living Dead zombies. You can cut them up into pieces, and the pieces are going to fucking come at you still. So, I mean, that right there in itself, zombies are horrifying as fuck. But to make them unstoppable like they did in this film series was just fucking terrifying for me. The first time I ever watched these movies.
Absolutely.
This was didn't add the comical sense to it. It'd probably be if it's not the darkest zombies out there. You know what I mean? Like, you take that whole comedy aspect out of it, which this one didn't really have.
Well, that was the point. Brian Usna decided to remove the humor elements from the Return of the Living Dead.
This is much more of Romeo and Juliet with zombies than anything.
Exactly.
Which, I'm not going to lie.
Which is funny that you mentioned that, because the actor that played Kurt has played Romeo several times on the stage.
Yep.
So.
Yes, he has.
Oh,
yep.
Nice. I'm not going to lie. The first half didn't really get me, dude, but the second half definitely reeled me in with the mech zombies, because that shit, I was
and that's kind of funny, because as a kid, the first half always scared me more than the second half.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Like, I know it's just me. They're totally different parts of the film, and I just don't care about romance in any movie whatsoever. So that just doesn't sell me. The whole
so personal choice affects.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
That's understandable.
So like when it brought in the whole like she wants to go bio or biomechanical and shit.
Yeah,
dude, that was just like a whole different level, and it definitely had that sweet '90s cheese to it, like. Right off the bat, but it was good cheese. It wasn't over constipated cheese like some other.
It has the '90s color palette as well. It has some of this early pastel look that the '90s was really known for,
with some good reds in there too.
Yes.
Like I said, man, just the whole sewer, the Riverman, he was great. When Riverman came in, I was instantly like,
Riverman,
fantastic. Like that, yeah.
And, every time I watch it, I know he's gonna die.
Yeah,
and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, come on.
But you still cheer for him when he's back.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. And then when he busts out the coin and he's like, remember? I love that. I love that these zombies can still have like just a split second of their humanity still.
They're not completely mindless.
I was going to say certain ones can. I think the ones that when they break out of that cage, I don't think they would have that, but he does as well as
because their brains deteriorated too much.
Yeah. Their brains and like it said on what the hell was her name? Kate, was that her name? No, what the fuck was her name? Julie. On Julie's cage, it said brain still intact or brain intact or something like that. Right. So that's why she could still maintain her humanity, which. I love that.
I would agree.
I love that.
And I think the reason that Riverman didn't quite have that level of intellect is because she ate his brain.
Yeah, she ate his brain.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask. Is the reason she was able to be so cognitive compared to even everybody was because she was gassed, and she was gassed essentially the fastest out of anybody too. Like
less traumatic way of becoming a zombie.
And she was fresh. She was like
because so that raises my other question of. He's not concerned about becoming a zombie until he gets bit. But he kisses her multiple fucking times, and the dad clearly says it's the saliva. So this dude was infected right from the fucking get-go.
Yep. He didn't care. He loves her.
I get that, but the fact that he didn't even think about it, you know what I mean? Like,
did he think about it?
Probably not.
Not until the bit. Not until the bite.
He did.
And then he was like, oh, shit.
He didn't just kiss her. They
fucked, dude. There was straight necrophilia going on in this fucking movie.
I mean, hey, sometimes just like they say in Friday Part 4, you dead fuck.
I would have risked it because she was fucking hot as.
Now, is there a new term if the corpse is technically reanimated for the necrophilia?
No, I think.
Did they call it anything different in Zombie Strippers? I don't know.
That's called a stiffy fuck.
Stiffy fuck. We're gonna hashtag stiffy fuck.
Hashtag stiffy fuck.
The double stiff
Check
stuff.
it out in pink.
The double stiff stuff.
I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that she was 10 times hotter after she had all the stuff in her face and everything. I mean,
Well,
she was
that's
still
because
coming
we're
out
all on a weird.
What does that say about us, though?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that says more about
Do you
us
want to
than
know what that
anything
says
else.
about us? We like some
Yeah,
kinky shit.
but first of
Yeah.
all, you're.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
you're
listen,
telling me
let-
this wasn't shot and intended for that direction for you to even think. You're like,
Let-
oh, wow, dude. She just.
It
the way
was.
she-
It was. I think it was
Titties
for
are
you.
hanging out. Bro,
I think it was to
her titties are hanging
ease what
out.
was going on to her, to the viewer, especially. You know what I mean? Make it more
Well,
palatable because she's going through literal hell in this film, and if she's becoming more like erotic in the way that Hellraiser is, then
Well, because she's. It's suppressing her appetite, but at the same time, like obviously we know she gets off.
I
on
think
some
it shows the
fucked up
effectiveness
shit,
of
so-
Yuzna and how he's able to craft a story and still make you feel for those characters while also frightening you.
I mean, some of the stuff was straight up laughable, but obviously, like I feel like it wasn't as
Yeah.
hilarious as the other ones. Like I'm assuming, like
No, I think the comedy's on point here, where the other ones
like,
is kind of more
dude,
forced,
like when
especially number two.
Santos is going in there and he's just like,
No, I don't think it was
he's so
forced in the
ready to
first one,
kill
buddy.
her, dude. And then
No,
he's
the
just
second
like,
one.
hey, what's up?
Yeah, the second one definitely. The first
Yeah.
one was more.
The second one was all
Fluid, yeah.
slapstick and fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh, I hated that. Hated that.
Yeah, that was not a good
sorry,
one.
okay.
The,
See,
the
first
inclusion
one
of the
had
Michael
comedy
Zombie
in
Jack
there,
or
though.
Michael Jackson zombie was just a fucking stupid.
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about that.
And that's
Damn
why
it,
I love
Steve.
that they went a different route, and I love the route that they went. They
Much more
made-
splatter.
Yes.
but they made it more. It's toned down. It's not as over the top as the first one. It's not cheeky and just slapstick comedy like the second one. This one for me felt more real. Like this is a more real setting for this type of thing to occur.
Well, that's because you don't have the comedy duo from the first two movies in it.
Yeah, which they were supposed to. I forget the two act. They were trying to get two actors from the
Tom Matthews and
Tom Matthews wasn't one of them, though.
No. It was.
no.
I don't even remember his name. The guy that played the mortician.
Yeah,
that would
fuck
not
continuity
fit.
in horror.
It wouldn't fit
Oh
this.
no.
It wouldn't fit this
Yeah.
style of movie, dude. Like this
No,
is
not
way
really.
Yeah.
different.
There was like barely any continuity in horror in the 90s. What are you talking about? First the
Very
80s.
true.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Goosebumps knows about it.
Like I said, this was my first introduction to the Living
You are
Dead.
glitching out hard,
Bobby's
Bob.
joking.
Oh,
Bobby's
jeez.
joking.
All right, let me change my things again.
Sorry. We'll clean that up in post.
You just love saying that. You just love it.
I do. My wife's even giving me shit. She's like, fuck you. She's like, you're so snobby now. I was like, I know. I'm like, I just like that I can
Snobby.
fucking do it.
So snobby.
No, because I brought it up that, like, oh, we lost Bob. He'll be back. I brought it up that I can edit some songs together and shit like that for the parade now that with the shit that TJ's kind of taught me, you know what I mean? So she's like, oh my God, will you shut up about editing? I was like, I'm sorry. She's probably listening to me right now through the floor. She's probably
Shout out to
fucking
Flick
out, so-
Snacks and Knickknacks
Oh,
back
what's up?
again.
Yeah,
No,
my
what's
buddies.
going on there,
Our
Flicks?
YouTube buddy. Oh. So yeah, this was definitely my first viewing. Never saw it, and I believe I did watch the unrated one.
I did not watch the unrated one for this.
Neither did I.
But I'm interested because I'm assuming Chad probably has in his notes what the differences are between the unrated and the rated one. If I'm not
It's
correct, right?
mostly gore more than anything.
Oh, okay. Well, should we
There's
take
only-
a peek? Should we spread them cheeks?
Yeah, if you guys are ready. If we don't have a video from Brody, let's
Oh, you know what?
Let's get the
Actually,
train rolling.
I apologize. He did give me his new one, so let's hear from that doppelganger kangabanga.
That's all well and good, boys, but
No, we don't want that. We want this. Yeah!
snip fucking snip. Well, howdy doody there, gentlemen. It is I, your DKB, here back for another episode of Gore N More. And this week I'm here to talk to you about Brian Usner's Return of the Living Dead Part 3. Now, to me, I've always been a huge fan of Return of the Living Dead. Part 2, not so much. Part 3, yes, absolutely fucking love it. Mad nostalgia rush with this one. But what really, what I really appreciate about this film is the fantastic use of practical effects and body horror that Usner always brings to the table with his films. I think he really outdoes himself with this film, especially bringing all these random ass characters together and just turning them into fucking zombies. And he gets creative with each and every one of them, and I really like that. They've all got their. It's fucking weird to say. These zombies have their own characteristics about them in design and personality.
Yep.
It's crazy to see. It's batshit over the top of violence, and I fucking love every moment of it. Now, I mean, the cinematography, it's nothing to really rave on about, but I think it works really well for the actual setting of this film, like the production design that we get throughout this film.
Cinematography reflects production design.
With its lighting, like
complements each other.
All that. The colour palette of the film also, I mean, it's a very dark film unless you're in the exterior of the base itself. It's lit extremely well, and I think that's what I really like about it the most. It's just one big fucking maze, and around each and every corner you're in for a big surprise, whether or not it's the fucking military or the zombies attacking. So, yeah, very, very fun film. I really enjoy this film every time I chuck it on. I also really like the dynamic of the story itself, a bit of a Romeo and Juliet love story. We have our lead actress, I can't really remember her name, but it's just a really different, unique take on the zombie genre. And yeah, it's the way it's played out is fan-fucking-tastic, I think. What else? Yeah, I mean, the acting in this film is great. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to have to give this a Gore N More score of a 3.8. Here's your DKB signing out. And I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
No.
You know, the only thing that I found lacking in this movie, and it's just a little minor thing that I would have liked, was to see Tarman again. Yeah, that would have been that. Well, that is my only bitch in this.
I'm kind of glad they did.
Was Split Skull? Wasn't he Tarman essentially?
Yeah, he was this movie's Tarman. He was. Because I feel he was a little more gnarly than Tarman.
Okay. I'm glad they didn't go with Tarman, because that would have been that's too been there, done that.
Well, Tarman 2 sucked.
Yeah, yes. Tarman 2 was shit.
I don't even remember what he looked like.
This one I didn't
really
like.
Cartoony.
This one I didn't like at first when he was all hunched.
But then
when he did that skull split, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was rad.
That was money. Like that was cool, dude.
Towards the end, when you start seeing more of them come out, like
yeah.
It kind of makes me wish we had just a little more time with some of those, because they really were fucking like.
The best thing is there was only 5 of them, but the way they shot and everything, like it just felt.
That's some different Living Dead.
Yeah. No, they did well with it, dude.
Yeah.
I did have one major question though. One thing about the movie made absolutely no sense to me is why did the Chinese bodega owner turn into a zombie?
He got bit.
Because he didn't. She ate him.
Yeah, he did. She ate his brain.
After he got shot in the head by the cops.
Right.
So why did he turn?
Well, the trioxin brings your body back regardless.
Yeah, it does.
Right. So
I think remember.
Brain,
it's like, remember,
saliva,
she died and then she got brought back.
Yeah, I would say the saliva hit the brain when she was eating it.
Yeah,
that's what reignited it. I know it's a stretch, but that's what I'm going with.
Well, the saliva.
I asked the same question.
Yeah, I would think that the saliva, when she started eating him,
if it was mentioned earlier in the film that the saliva is what's bringing it out, then I'm going to guess
that never happened in the previous two. That's why it was a little puzzling.
I think that this film takes a whole different approach, kind of changes the rules a little bit. And you guys did mention Tarman earlier, but this is in a completely different location. And like Bobby said, and I said earlier, this is a mobile division type base where they're moving from town to town depending on the situation. So, we probably wouldn't see Tarman. He's probably still in Kentucky.
I know they bring him back in the sequels.
He's in the sewer, isn't he?
He was in the
he was.
He was
he's talking about 4 and 5, though.
Oh, yeah. And 4 and 5.
Necropolis and Rave to the Grave.
Yeah. He's at the end of one of them, like hitchhiking or some shit.
Your wife questions it too. Why didn't Kurt turn into a zombie sooner if it was saliva?
Because he wasn't dead.
Okay.
If you go back to the first one when the guys were exposed to the gas, it took the whole film to actually die and then reanimate.
Like when they say like you have no pulse, you have no heartbeat, you're not technically alive.
Right. Like that would be my guess, but yeah, man, he was fucked right from the get-go, dude.
The Tom Matthews cameo or handle it like Cabin Fever 2?
I
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's just all fucked up, and
Oh.
you can't really tell it's them, and just be like, "Oh, yeah, that was them."
Well, they
Oh,
did
what's
have
left of it.
they did have one actor from part 1 and part 2. The dude with the mohawk from part
Yeah,
1.
Scuzz. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of-
Yeah. He's the only actor who's been in all 3 films.
Oh shit!
Nice, Goose. Hell yeah. Well, what do you say, Chad Daddy? Shall we spread them cheeks?
Sure. So, according to Brian Usna's commentary, Trimark did not require the film to use the same actors or have the same comedic elephants. What the fuck?
Nice.
They weren't allowed to have elephants either, as the previous 2 films, but they did require the zombies, including Julie, to crave and eat brains. An entire day of footage, according to actor J. Trevor Edmond, was lost because camera assistants never checked the gate, i.e. never checked to see if the lens was clear of hair or debris.
Oh, that sucks. Whole day?
Yeah.
That's
Makeup artist Tom Rainone claims Clarence Epperson, the first animated cadaver in the film, was actually a homeless vagrant who demanded more money and limousine escorts to the set as the shoot got closer.
Yep.
Brian Usna claims that the production company put him up in a hotel in Valencia, California while shooting for fear that if they let him remain homeless for the time, that they would not be able to find him again for more shooting.
Huh. That was a sweet, I don't know what that was. That was thing that they put him in.
Oh,
there,
that harness?
His little harness
Yeah,
swimsuit
yeah.
thing, yeah.
I gotta tell you, when I first watched this movie, the moment I saw him look up, like he found you, it's like, holy shit, dude.
I just want to know why that cosplay isn't done more, honestly.
Because your junk would probably fall out. So
and
I don't
you
know
see
if
the
Chad,
size of the guy. Like, you got to be.
I don't know if Chad has this in his notes, but when they were shooting that scene where they had him harnessed up, every time they lifted his arms up, his dick fell out. So I was after I watched the film, I was watching a behind the scenes thing, and Usna was like, every time they pulled his arms up, his fucking cock came out every damn time. He's like, so there it is, this uncircumcised penis, and we'd have to go back and lower his arms down and try to get him to readjust.
That's when you hire a fluffer to go in.
That's
and be
just
like,
what I was
"No,
thinking. Did
Go
they have
in
a
and
fluffer to tuck it back in.
yeah, go in, tuck that shit back in.
Cut, tuck it in.
Make the cod piece a little bigger. You know what I mean? Maybe go back to,
or just make him,
Provide a
stiff so it
sleeve.
stays. Make him stiff so it stays in one spot.
Oh my god!
Get him a tube sock and some duct tape. Do what you got to
There you
do. I don't, you know what I mean?
I don't give a shit. Just make it work.
Oh, fuck.
All right,
Continue
spread
on.
them cheeks with peanut butter.
So
Whoa.
Brian Usna was disappointed with the lack of screen time for his previous female monster creation and Bride of Reanimator, and wanted Julie to have a far bigger presence.
And
Yeah, she didn't last that long in that movie, did she?
No, she
That's what
didn't.
she's. That's what
Last
we
like
said.
5 minutes, and that was about it.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
she literally fell apart.
Yeah.
Shortly after the film's release, Brian Usna had expressed interest in writing a 4th Return of the Living Dead sequel. It was to have taken place directly after the events of this one, with zombies somehow having escaped the military base and running amok in Los Angeles.
Oh.
That would have been
Brian
better than the
Peck-
bullshit
yeah.
we got.
Yeah, would have. They were made for sci-fi movies, so
What was the next one? Grave to the Grave or whatever?
Yeah, I think Rape to the Grave was next, and then Necropolis was the last one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't.
Grave to the Grave.
Yeah, terrible idea. Brian Peck is the only one to appear in all 3 Return of the Living Dead movies, Scuzz and Return of the Living Dead, and various zombies in 2, and he returned to play a government agent in this film.
Nice. That's awesome.
And he did it for free.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
well, there
he
you
didn't
go.
get paid. He volunteered. He's like, I'll fucking be now. I will do it for free, and he did.
Nice.
Damn, dude. He even flew. I wonder if he flew out on his own dime, or just at least you guys pay room and board, but you don't have to pay me to actually do the scene.
Fair enough.
Because I feel like, dude, if you're flying to do set, unless it's he's right around the corner or some bullshit, but
It's possible. It's LA, so
Right.
who knows?
Anyway.
John Penny and Brian Usna claim in the recent Blu-ray extras they felt the need to explain why zombies eat brains. This film explains they need the neurons because their nervous systems are shut down. The first Return of the Living Dead explains it by saying brains makes the pain go away. Why a further explanation when it was needed isn't clear, especially since the zombies seem to eat in this one any body part and don't just go for the brain. As
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
first two
say
films.
they definitely went for a lot of arm bites in this one.
Well, if you listen to her at one point, she says, "I need meat to make the pain go away, not brains." She
But
says
the first one.
The first one says it's brains, but this one it's I need meat. I don't need brain. I need meat.
Well, but
Yeah, 'cause
she doesn't claim the hunger as pain because she uses pain to subside the hunger.
Yeah,
So she's like just that much more complex onto it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well,
I don't know, man.
she was also a fresher cadaver than the one from the first one. The first one
Right.
said you could feel herself rotting. That's why she.
Oh, I mean, she was already rotted as fuck too. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
granted on how she hit that pole, and I know she was supposed to have like her neck broken and stuff, doesn't mean she automatically died right away. He's not a doctor. He wouldn't, you know what I mean? She still could have had some kind of maybe brain activity or something when he did put the trioxin on her.
He drove back in with her limp body on the back of his
like
I was dying laughing. That shit was fucking hilarious.
She needs body man meat to make the pain remain. Oh no.
come here, baby.
Anyway, but all right, Chad Daddy.
Director Brian Usna on the DVD commentary regrets not coming up with a more proper name for the film, as Return of the Living Dead Part 3 is too long. He suggests the title Kurt and Julie, and admits the title Mortal Zombie, which is what it was called in some places in Europe, is a much nicer name.
Okay. I guess.
I disagree. You know, you really need to.
You have to have
kind
the
of
Return
connect
of
to
the
the
Living Dead
first.
on there. Yeah. I mean,
Otherwise, the
especially with
trioxin, none of it's going to
using
make any sense.
Exactly what I was about to say.
All right.
Continuing, the welded metal exoskeleton worn by Riverman weighs 75 pounds and was designed by
Holy
Tim
shit.
Ralston.
Wow.
75 pounds? God damn, dude.
Jesus,
Wow.
well,
He had a sweet metal fucking codpiece in his shit, too. Like, rocking codpiece is hard in this movie. There's another cosplay, dude. Why isn't anybody doing Robo-Zombie?
Because the fucking thing weighs 75 fucking pounds.
Bro,
ain't nobody going to use
First
PVC
of all-
pipe. They're going to be like, we need that.
First of all, say, well, there'd be some people, yeah, but dude, this isn't 93 anymore. And with EVA foam and shit, you could make
True.
all that way. Yeah.
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah, and you can just use.
We're
chrome
all
paint.
cosplayers, dude. You know better.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, continuing on, J. Trevor Edmond, who played Kurt, believes it's his many portrayals of Romeo on stage that helped him land this role for this film.
And
The
he got
film
the
had
role
a
at the
20
last minute. Like they flew it, like at midnight. Like at
You know who-
midnight.
You know who also auditioned for that role?
Who?
Ant-Man himself, Mr. Paul Rudd.
Oh
No
shit.
shit. So this would have been his first horror movie then if he did.
Yeah, it would have beaten H6 by what, 2 years?
2 years. 1995.
3 years.
So this
96.
95.
There's
95.
disagreement.
It was 95.
Okay.
I know it was 95. I remember.
I was just saying 96 because Boss said 96. So.
Word. All right. What else, Chad Daddy?
The film had a 24-day shooting schedule using 2 camera crews, one for principal photography, one for extensive second unit FX, at Santa Clarita Studios in LA, with Melrose Place filming next door.
Oh, no shit.
Melrose Place.
That was a show I never got into.
Never watched it ever.
Like, I know it was like a spin-off of 90210, but I think I watched the first season of 90210, and that was it.
More Seinfeld in the 90s. I
I
wasn't
never
watching
watched any of that shit.
Baywatcher.
It's all about the Hoff, baby.
Gotta have that Hoff. According to the writer, in the original screenplay, the final act took place in a cemetery with a showdown between the zombies and the military.
Oh.
That would have been cool to see.
It would have been, but I kind of really like the claustrophobic setting of the bunker.
No,
in
it
this.
It works great. It works great in this. I think it would have been cool to see like a huge battle.
Like I said, had we gotten more of those zombies at the end that we all saw, that would have been a wicked battle to see.
Hey, man, the 5 that we got still looked awesome.
Well,
Speaking of awesome zombies.
Hey, there he is.
I love how you can just see his eyes right above Scuba Steve. It's
Right.
kind of creepy.
Dude, he looks so awesome.
Oh
man.
shit, he's taking Scuba away.
Continuing on, this film was originally slated for a wider theatrical release, but after Warlock the Armageddon underperformed at the box office, Trimark decided to pull back promotion on the film and release it regionally in limited release.
So it was going to be theatrical, then they did video.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting way to go.
Very.
See, I don't remember Warlock the Armageddon being out in theaters. I remember it coming to video, but it could have been.
Must have been a smaller theatrical than.
Might have been.
Yeah.
But then again, this is the mid-90s. I had more important things to do, like get drunk with my friends.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
too
you
busy.
guys were
I
all
was
little
too busy being born. Okay.
Chad Daddy was pounding that Zima.
Yeah, and I was going like this. Let me out. Let me out.
Let's see. In '93, I was still in high school, so we were drinking Schlitz.
Oh.
Yeah, real bottom of the barrel. It was like what, $10 a case. You know, that's about broke little high school guys.
Brody, Bobby and I were waiting to be born.
No, I was born 2 months before.
I was 12.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I was literally 2 months old going.
I guess we both.
Shit in your britches.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I was getting busy drunk, and I was in high school with TJ's mom at the time. However, we never really partied together. So,
What was that, Brody? Knocking boots?
oh shit! Vidmark released the film in both R-rated and unrated versions on VHS and Laserdisc in the 90s. The R-rated version deletes the majority of the film's gore from the opening lab sequence, as well as heavily reducing the shooting of the storekeeper, removing shots of a cop's eye being punctured with a crowbar, graphic close-ups of Julie's self-mutilation with a wire spring and a piece of glass, and a reduction to the infamous ripped lip sequence.
So I think I did. I
did see the unrated then.
I did see the unrated because now you say that I'm like, yeah, there was a lot more than I remember watching as a kid.
Vestron Video has a release of this, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
That's right. I need to get.
I was almost gonna order it last night. I'm like,
Vestron Video releases a lot of Usna and Stuart Gordon's films.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Arrow has Society, though, right?
yes,
I want to think. Yeah.
yes, definitely because it's on.
And it's on Shudder too.
It's on Shudder, and it's on the Arrow app too.
Joe Bob did Society, right?
I think he did. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Usna had been
What else,
aiming
Dead
to do a
Minutes?
Return of the Living Dead sequel for years, and was actually Trimark's first choice to direct this.
Oh. Nice.
Julie's full zombie look required 100 different pieces, an application process that originally took 9 hours but was eventually cut down to 6, not including her glamour makeup.
Said 6 hours?
Yes.
Good damn. All right.
And finally, Hellraiser and Waxwork director Anthony Hickox plays one of the government scientists who is killed early in the film by a test zombie. And that is all I got. If Scuba Steve, you got more for me, buddy?
No, I don't think so. Other than when Julie is all zombified out, last up, and everything. And I totally zoned out while you were saying your behind the scenes stuff. So I don't know if you said that whole thing was a bodysuit. Like those weren't her real titties when she was zombified.
Why do you gotta tell me that, Scoop?
Yeah, because
you saw her titties. You saw her real titties.
We saw her.
before,
We
so-
saw her real titties before, and they were nice and
Yes,
just
they were.
very just.
Yeah, I know, but they're.
But yeah, when she was
now, so
head to toe, well, neck down was a complete bodysuit. Her legs.
Look her up.
everything was
Look
just
her up
all
on
bodysuit.
Instagram. By the way, she is
I
still
did.
looking damn good.
She's still gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Yes.
some may say,
But that was it.
Find one.
Yes, she is.
That's right.
One of the guys that worked on the film, I don't remember what he did, but he's married to Leanna Quigley from part 1.
Oh, okay.
Who was it? I don't remember what.
shit.
I don't remember what he did on this film, but he did work. Her husband did work on this film.
I blank on that one, but
I don't remember her name.
all right.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I got.
All right. So on to les questions.
Like I said at the top of the episode, refer to episode 63 of Rabbit Hole. Skip to about 11 minutes in if you want to see any additional information directly from Brian Usna to Project Louder.
Yeah.
Special effects makeup, Steve Johnson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's married to Leanna Quigley.
Okay. Great last name, by the way. All right, gentlemen. What format was this watched on?
On demand.
HBO
Max. Okay, so then I did see unrated.
Well, the version, there's two different versions on Max.
There's two on
unrated
HBO Max. Yeah.
The unrated was under the extras.
Oh fuck!
Why did they go? Just fucking give us the unrated one, goddammit.
I know.
Because they got to be difficult.
Yeah.
So I watched this on HBO Max on a 120-inch screen when I was in South Dakota.
Nice.
Movie screen. That is a movie screen, dude. 120 inch. That's 10 fucking feet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I only hope
That's
you were in a
huge.
bead bag just getting ripped, dude, 2 feet away from that fucker. Just
Yeah, I smoked a bunch of Delta 9 and watched that with Jeremy Brown, director of Vengeance. Yeah, it was good
nice.
stuff. Yeah, Riverman hit extra hard that day.
right? Jumping out of the screen, dude. 10-foot Riverman? Holy shit. All right. Les douches of the film.
Oh, I think
General.
Colonel Lieutenant Sinclair.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. She was a cunt.
The Kryptonian bitch.
Yes.
I'm sad we didn't see her death.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen her.
Yeah. I mean, she gets it. but
Yeah.
It would have been nice to see her get ripped.
We have a shirt check today. John, what's on your shirt?
I have Zombie Power Rangers.
Nice.
Hannibal
Robert?
Lecter.
It's
Hannibal
the only
Lecter.
zombie shirt I own.
Fright rags, baby. Hannibal Lecter.
Fucking A. What do you got, Chad?
Creature from the Black Lagoon from Loot Crate.
I got some sort of Japanese shit.
I have
You
my
love Japanese shit.
I have my Miklo shirt from Blood In Blood Out.
Nice.
Huh.
That's what this is. It's called the Miklo.
Alright. Scoop's got them deep yawns over there, by the way.
Man, this time change is kicking my ass, bro.
Yeah. Scoop's gonna be he'll be good next week. He'll be good.
Next week I'll be back to normal.
There you go.
What is
Oh,
normal?
shit, Scoobs, you got to leave in a couple minutes, buddy.
Yeah. We're good though. We're good.
All right. So favorite kill. There's quite a bit of them. The head rip for me. I wish you got to see it though.
Yeah.
Okay, So
I
as
agree.
a kid, I guess it's not really a kill. So effect, I guess. That's not like a separate question.
Bro, if you want to go best effect, then that's going to change the
head.
game for me
Okay,
for what
so
I'm gonna choose.
in a film like this, you'd almost kind of got to break it up a little bit because I think like the zombie head rip's cool in and of itself,
Right.
and then whenever Santos continues once the head's ripped because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, he's in the set
so-
just as the head and the spine. It's awesome.
Yeah.
bro.
As a kid, the head rip was more effective, but as an adult, I appreciate the weird like go gadget neck thing walking around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If I had to say kill, obviously it would be the two guys in the room with the first zombie we see.
Yeah, because that was bloody as shit.
Well, not only that, you didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You expect it to be dead. It's not, and it comes back. So I would definitely say that's for my favorite kill.
What about your effect?
Effect. I would have to say, the zombie ripping.
Yuzna is a really big fan of Filipino horror films, and they're pretty graphic with just memberment and blood and stuff. So you can definitely see how that translates into his work. I think when I talked to him, he had like one of those Severin box sets behind him that had like one of the Filipino horror movies, and then he had the mask that comes with it on his shelf as well. I want to say that's was like
that's cool.
he's hashtag one of us through and through. So you can just see it translate his love of that genre in this film, and I think that's why we get such a practical effect heavy film the way we do. Just the vibe I got from talking from him. But yeah, what do you say for effect, Bob?
I said the ripping of the zombie when he was like this and.
Yeah, I think that. I think that
then you
goes
just see the skeleton, and you just see everything come apart. Like
it's like in Vengeance when he takes off his mask and you see all that shit.
Yeah. And it's like a peel. Peel off.
Like I want to say because I feel like that's like the obvious one, but I'm going to have to go with Robo Riverman, dude.
He was cool.
He looked cool as fuck, and especially when he's getting blasted apart, and just like his last shot when he's all fucked up.
I don't know because I like the ripping, the eating of the lip and ripping it off too.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, painful as fuck.
Nobody's mentioning like the Terminator scene at the end.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what Johnny said.
Yeah,
that's what Johnny's saying.
Just the whole fucking process of that guy moving is
dude. Yeah. that whole last third act, dude, which I did not expect us to get. I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but still,
I don't know. Like I expected it. I didn't expect there should have been to be that far along with the actual like testing. You know what I mean?
No, it seems like they jumped from just testing it in the beginning to all of a sudden we have this. Which I will say that is a big jump.
Well, she was already
in the
ready.
Yeah, she was already working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, she was trying to take over that shit. You know, half the movie, she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just."
The whole purpose of this was to weaponize them. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say my favorite effect was Julie just transforming into that badass.
Okay, the body modification. I mean,
when she starts fucking pulling it that fucking thing through her neck, like you see everything just fucking going, like everything that she's doing to herself was done so great. I mean, and granted, we have a lot of great effects in this film, but that for me, that I could just watch that scene over and over and over.
You know why? Because like you're a man of piercings and have tattoos and shit like that, and that's just some kind of weird fetish shit for that fucking scene, dude. That's all I'm gonna say straight up.
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna change my answer. As much as we like the whole zombie face ripping off, I gotta say the best effect was her bodysuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know those were fake.
Fair enough.
Scuba's ruined my day, honestly.
Yeah, you did ruin my day now.
Brandon Scott Murphy just did a really good sculpture of this.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to go, have to take care of business later. What up?
Best scene, gentlemen. Best scene.
The revenge at the end.
Yeah.
Riverman. Like once all the shit starts going fucking to hell.
That and the trioxin zombies coming out of the barrels and chasing them down.
That was
that whole ending sequence itself.
Dude, so pretty much the third act then.
Basically, yeah.
See, I don't know why. See, I'm partial to the opening because honestly, as a kid, that's what scared me.
Yeah, buddy.
Because,
go with that.
That's what scared the shit out of me.
You're talking about the initial zombies and the actual like.
That first one the guy hang like.
No, that's what I'm talking about. The initial,
because that white-eyed effect of him, just and the fact that it's so skinny and so strong, like. Doesn't that fuck with your head?
No, man. Don't.
Absolutely.
Don't apologize for it. That's your favorite scene.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's cool that Bobby and I had the same reaction to this film when we were the same age. It's just fucking, yeah. Yeah, I agree, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that head rip zombie, whenever he first was revealed as well, just that whole suspense building up to that.
This is one of the few films where I go from, oh, shit, to, hey, what's going on down there?
Dude, there was a lot of good. I mean, there was a lot of good scenes. Like I said, the first half, but dude, you give me that whole third act of zombies running down hallways and corridors and just everything going to fucking hell.
Oh
yeah, solid. Opening scene, hook you in.
Oh yes.
What did you classify as the opening scene? Because it went from credits to this flying over shot of the base, and then there was a couple minutes of them just talking.
So was that when they were at the beach? No. I honestly don't remember, so I'm gonna have to say no.
I call opening scene like that whole fucking thing with in the base. That's how I see it. That's how I remember.
That wouldn't exactly be the opening scene though, because that was after they set it up. The whole thing about him losing his card and his son had it.
True.
See, and that was like very like Beverly Hills 90210-ish for me, like them hanging out there with their friends and shit. So that didn't really pull me in, but the scene after in the base definitely.
Yeah, the scene after definitely.
I always forget about the very opening of this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's the where they're all sitting there.
It's very forgettable. It's very forgettable. So technically, no,
it's not good.
Does not pull you in. It does not pull you in.
You know, and that's so added tradition for Yuzna because he's used to having these crazy weird openings.
I
especially Reanimator.
For a movie that seems to basically kind of take place out in the middle of nowhere, in a matter of time, they are in civilization in like no time.
Well, they were just outside Los Angeles, so
yeah, I know, but it looks so
like suburban.
You know,
when you think about it, isn't society almost 90210 on a level?
Yeah.
In a fucked up way.
No, yeah, you're more than right.
With the feeling of that movie at times,
is it that, or is it more Always Sunny?
Okay, fair enough.
If it's Always Sunny, I am Danny.
I'm just saying, like Yuzna has a style for those types of scenes, and it kind of fits.
It definitely fit the California 90s vibe for sure.
It looked like it too.
All right. I feel like I don't even know if we really need to do this.
Do we need to?
Just say it.
What most attractive character?
Really? Julie.
Hottest guy, hottest girl? Question? You mean?
Characters.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this: that showed up. I'll die happy.
I would have to say, if we're going to go with both, you got to go with the Romeo and the Juliet.
Nah, fuck that. Santos, because Santos had that sweet ass mustache, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was actually
dick, dude. Like,
I was actually going to go with was it Marco, the one that got bit?
Oh yeah, he was handsome. He was
very handsome. Yeah.
Until he started foaming at the mouth, but
yeah.
Right. I mean, they all get not so great when they're foaming at the mouth.
What the fuck was his name? Fuck, I don't remember.
No.
It was okay. So what I thought she kept calling him was moco, which is booger in Spanish.
Okay.
So I thought that's what she kept calling him.
Maybe she was.
That could have been.
Is his name moco? Are they calling him booger?
It could be like scuzz and trash.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll accept it. All right. Did the score set the mood?
No.
I would say at parts of the movie, yes, and not the whole way through.
I found the score to be very lacking.
I can't even tell you anything that stuck out about the score. Like, there's really nothing memorable about it.
That's why my answer is no. It didn't stand out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, there's nothing. Maybe during the action sequences, there was music, but it might have been
that's where the music really shined, was during those.
All right, so can we do best song? Was there even a song?
Wasn't there? No, there wasn't an ending song.
Favorite character?
Riverman,
hands fucking down.
Yeah, Riverman. Yeah,
pre Robo Riverman. Let me be smart.
All right, so I'm just doing it because my people were represented in a horror movie. Go. So I'm going with Santos.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
This sweet fucking hat.
Sweet fucking
hat. He did have that hat. I like that hat.
So here's the thing. He reminded me of my mom's father, my grandfather. Except my grandfather had a white stash. My grandfather would always wear those fucking hats. So he looked very much like my grandfather, just young, So, like I said, my people got representation in a horror film, and I love that shit.
There you go.
I will say, I do love those hats.
Yeah, I can never pull that shit up.
I know everybody's getting for Christmas now.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, nice Reverend. Let's see. Was it scary? Well, TJ and Bobby said when they were kids, it was terrifying.
As a kid,
yes.
Because
I still find it effective.
Even when I watched it when I was 12, I'm a preteen. It scared me.
I could see that opening zombie scene definitely kind of fucking with you a little bit.
I still find it scary, but obviously now as an adult, it's effective.
You have an appreciation for it.
Yeah. But certain scenes could take you out of it, but could then immediately bring you back. It depends on how you like it.
Yeah.
How do you like it? How does it hold up today?
Wonderful. It has a
Extremely well.
legacy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it holds up wonderful.
I could definitely see where this could be its own niche in the horror community.
And I think it is
Just because
Yeah,
of the
and
body horror in it itself.
Zombie Julie she's iconic.
Well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
of
Like,
it.
just her scene alone, like, just the body modification scene and everything, like, that's just its own niche in itself.
Oh,
I can definitely see. And on top of it, obviously, it's still a zombie film, so then you get your own. And like you guys said, and I'd have to agree, man, it's better than the fucking second one for sure.
Oh yeah.
Second one.
It's just a different flavor of a movie. You know what I'm saying, man?
I mean, I love the first one. Don't get me wrong. Like, and I like the first one probably still the best, but if you got rid of the second one and just had this and that,
How could you not love that?
there you go.
How could you not love that?
Titties on the cover. Wait, did you buy that from us?
That's what we got. Steel City Con.
Nice. That's
yep.
right.
Look at Santos right there. Look at Santos looking all sexy with the elongated.
See,
neck.
Hey, now, wait a minute. That's not a bodysuit on that front cover, is it?
Not on this.
which
one.
ones did you get? Because you got that. You got Maniac Cop.
I got
Did you get
this
three?
Maniac Cop. I got the original Return of the Living Dead.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I gotta hang my Tremors one up somewhere. All right. How was the acting?
That's
It
pretty
was
good.
good. For a zombie movie, it was really good.
Yo, the main two fucking hits home.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, I'm gonna even add on to that, not only for a zombies movie, but for a mid-90s zombie
Yep.
movie that's its third in the series.
Yep.
That's some rough, like, territory, and we all know because we've definitely trotted here.
I think if you've ever loved somebody, you can relate to this film.
Yes, exactly. But going from part two and how just the acting was to this one, I mean, there's such a huge step forward, and for that being the third film in the series, it worked really good.
Yuzna has a very special way of capturing performances. It's not necessarily the most serious take, but it's the most understandable take, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's the most, you can interpret it. It's like it's the easiest to
Right.
access. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But it's just usually unprecedented that the third one in the series is.
And I think that's why that it allows that unique type of humor to go through as well. It's that way that the acting style is, the way that Yuzna chooses his films and writes his dialogue. Yeah.
Right, because, I mean, even though it's got the 90s cheese, it never necessarily felt like super campy. Scuba,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry you have to run, but
You have to cut out,
before
but
you
real quick,
go,
I did like the cinematography. It worked for what it needed to do. I love the premise because you can't go wrong with trioxin zombies. I would reboot the series from this point and continue on. Forget 4 and 5 because it was trash. Give me some more movies that occurred in this iteration of the film. Give Yuzna another run at it. And I give this a 3.9. 3.9.
All right,
Fair enough.
buddy.
I reckon
gotta take
that's
another
good.
hit, guys.
Super Cabra.
Love you,
Enjoy,
guys.
buddy.
Love you.
Love you.
Take
Catch
good
you
night.
later.
Bud.
Take care. All right, so 3.9, he is saved, ready to go. Okay. Boom. All right, gentlemen. So acting, we're still acting, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good for definitely what we got. It wasn't too over the top. It was literally perfect for what everybody had to do.
We've seen a lot worse, so that's all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, we know that.
I would say it's above middle of the road. I don't think it's like.
Oh yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I would.
But
It's not shit. It's really good, but not top tier.
So cinematography,
It was all right.
kind of basic for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Crazy.
cinematographer Jerry Lively did a lot of films that actually we've all watched and really enjoyed. So he also did Friday, Hellraiser 3 that we mentioned, but he also did Children of the Corn 3. Yeah. He did the Waxworks film. So I think that he does really good work. I think that he knows what to do with the money that he's given and is allowed. I think that with the small spaces that they have, you guys kept saying claustrophobic. And I think that that's only because his cinematography allows it to feel claustrophobic. And it's just effective in that way because everything's framed in a very special way in order for everything to fit and all that action to fit in those small frames. Because,
super tight corridor.
originally this would have been in 4:3 for VHS format. So you got to think it was even more trimmed down at this than what we're seeing now at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was definitely some nice, very few small POV shots, which was kind of nice. Once again, with the zombie face breaking up, that was.
But just think of all the lighting and all the rigs that would have happened in the sewers and stuff in the latter half, like.
Which it completely changed the lighting tone from that to the facility.
There's like 3 tonal shifts from the opening to the middle to the end.
Oh, easily. I think this was a beautifully photographed film. Just the cinematography wasn't over the top, but it still really gave us some very good visual, and especially when it used lighting.
It created
and colors.
Atmosphere.
Yes.
The only shot that I didn't like was the very, very opening shot above the compound or whatever. Because you could clearly see it was filmed from a helicopter. You can even see the camera shaking helicopter. That kind of took me.
Yeah, that only works well in Romero films, right?
Yeah,
right.
Because it's supposed to look like it's shot from a helicopter.
That is, good point. All right, gentlemen, did you enjoy the premise?
Yeah, absolutely.
Romeo and Juliet was zombies and military.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that they that they burned themselves together at the end. I actually feel that's quite sweet and poetic in a way.
I got to give it credit where credit's due. You're going to the third one, and you're not trying to follow the formula of a normal series like horror would try to do it itself.
No.
And pocket sand.
God damn it, Dale! Get the hell off the computer.
No, the premise was good. Like I said, love stories aren't necessarily my bag, so that wasn't the biggest sell on this. But man, when the shit starts hitting the wall, it's a fucking full-on zombie movie, dude. So it's great. So let's do our quadruple R's here: recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Can I fuck with you guys real quick? Can I entertain you?
Sure. Entertain us.
Okay, so Zack Snyder's like the guy right now for like zombies, right? So let me follow. So I'm gonna take what Steve said earlier, and I'm gonna take it to another level. I'm actually listening to the Dead Sweet music right now from Day of the Dead, so I'm on a fucking roll. What if you take this movie and you mix it with like the premise that Zack Snyder has going on right now with his films, and you take this big-titted, broad zombie lady, and you make her like the leader of these zombies and make like a TV series out of it, okay? So these two fall in love. He uses gas to bring her back, but it makes like some sort of like super witch zombie who then controls all the other zombies. So throughout the series, she's going after him, and he's trying to survive as the zombie outbreak's going on in LA. And she's hunting him because she's like this coherent zombie god, and he has to survive this. And then at the end, he finally has to kill her. Like, this totally could fucking happen. And, like, if anybody's going to do it, fucking Zack Snyder do it, baby.
See,
Return of the Living Dead, the series.
I was almost kind of going a different route in my head where I thought I was going to go with it, to where it was going to be, and I know Chad Daddy at least is watching, but in the What If episode where there was the Marvel zombies, I thought it was going to kind of go where, like, he was going to watch over her, and he was actually going to start feeding her people just to keep her going. Because he loved her so fucking much.
I would agree with that, because I did think the same thing. I'm like,
now that would be cool if the world wouldn't have been going to shit also at the same time because of a zombie outbreak.
Right. Well, like, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
So hypothetically, if they got it,
she would have to eat the entire body for it not to like reproduce any other kind. Yeah, because that's the whole issue of it.
Well, sometimes you got to feed somebody a slab of beef.
Right. It's not like it's Slither where it's like just a pile of mass and you just throw it in there and you're like, all right.
Oh,
so it would become that one movie where Aubrey Plaza's in it, and then she becomes a zombie and the boyfriend just like fucking feeds her and like ties
shit.
Yeah, so
that movie?
He ties like some like a kitchen appliance to her back so he can't chase her and shit. Like she can't chase him.
All I'm thinking of is
they end up having a zombie baby.
I can't remember the name of it. I don't know why, but for some reason, Deadly Friend comes to mind. But I know it's obviously not.
No, that's the robot movie.
Yeah,
it's not zombies, is it?
No, Aubrey Plaza's in it.
All right.
Aubrey Plaza zombie movie. Just type it in.
That's where I am right now. Life After Beth.
Yeah, that's it.
Never heard of it.
Well, you gotta go watch it, Dookie. It's the
I am because I absolutely love Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, there's a really fucking funny scene But they like put her in the fucking attic, and they're like, "What the hell is she doing?" And she just like starts to take mud and like make like a zombie hole, like she's in the dirt still in the fucking attic.
I mean, listen, I have an open list for year 4 of filling things in. So that can easily be it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll see.
we got lots.
Alrighty. So we were on the quadruple R stuff.
Yes, we are.
I would rewind, but I agree with what Scuba said. Reboot the series after this and get rid of that those shit 2 movies we got. And keep it dark like this one. Maybe
I just
a little darker. Actually,
I would just say rewind. Yeah, I think it's way too late to make a follow up to this movie.
Never.
I mean, we're talking like almost 30 years. So.
As we have Ghostbusters coming out.
Yeah. As we got Bill and Ted 3, as we got Halloween Kills, as we got
please don't bring up Bill and
as
Ted
we got
3.
Candyman.
As we've got,
I never saw Bill and Ted 3.
We got Texas Chainsaw 3D. We got a whole bunch. Yeah, it's totally good.
They make more money off of those IP reboots than they do OG content, so we're going to keep saying it until that dies.
Big Johnny D. They changed the Bill and Ted movies so that now instead of Bill and Ted themselves being the ones that create this music that unites the world, it's their fucking daughters. Completely contradicts the first 2 movies.
But the second one, they literally went and got their own song. Like, that was
True, Steve. Trioxin doesn't expire. All you have to do is have one of those barrels rock up somewhere. I mean, that's literally every other movie after this is a barrel rocks up somewhere. A barrel at a rave. A barrel at a fucking...
I haven't seen the 4th or 5th one, so I can't say any points on that.
Yeah.
I would probably just say rewind it. I mean, maybe you could remake it, but I don't know. It definitely would have a really different flavor if you tried it.
I don't think it would work, to be honest with you.
Hey, let's see how's that Day of the Dead series going?
Haven't watched it.
We're only three episodes in. I'll have to fucking suss that.
From what I've seen, it looks too slapsticky at points. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how slapsticky? Like, old school Romero slapsticky or just, like, actual slapstick?
Kind of Zombieland-ish.
Huh.
Which I love Zombieland.
Which I would say, I love Zombieland, but that's a way different premise.
Yeah, because it has to be that cast. I can't see Zombieland working, especially without Woody Harrelson.
All right. And I'm going to go with Brody on Scarecrow Zombies. Just
Scarecrow's 1988.
That's right.
That's a great movie.
Coming to LCE soon.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm excited for that one. All right, gentlemen. Let's fucking rate this bitch. Scuba Steve started off with a 3.9.
4.25.
4.25. All right. Hey, Daddy.
I'll give it an even 4.
Bobby?
I'll give her a 4.1.
And I'm going to give it a 3.3.
Brody, if your dick's hard and we don't see it, it doesn't count.
True that. Says the guy that blacked out his crotch in the latest Halloween photos. Yeah, because that's fair for us. Whatever. Keep hiding the hog mob. Keep hiding the fucking hog mob.
It wasn't supposed to be there.
Ooh. All right.
That's for Patreon.
All right. That, with all this bullshit done with, our rating is 3.9 for Return of the Living Dead 3.
I think that's actually very fair for this.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking spot on.
Chad Daddy.
Works out.
What are we covering next week, buddy?
Next week is the modern classic Hatchet 2.
Yeah!
I don't even have to watch Hatchet 2. I don't have to watch it at all.
Another Adam Green film? Is that his name?
That's it.
It's been a minute since I watched it.
I really enjoyed it. So.
The second one was the one with the sander, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Didn't he just do a podcast with Adam Marcus?
The sander? No, that was the first one, wasn't it?
Well,
was that the sander, the belt sander?
It's in both versions. It's in both movies.
The second one is the chicken fuck. Yes. Oh yeah.
The second one is also the big fucking chainsaw to the
Doesn't Tony Todd die in the second one?
Yes.
I do. Okay, I do remember the double dick chainsaw, but nothing still beats the dude getting beheaded from fucking behind and doing the chicken thrust, man. Like, and then the squirt on the back. Best fuck. I'm calling it right now. Best fucking scene right now.
I love that.
I don't.
Oh god, I get. Oh god, I gotta make sure the kids do not happen to walk in.
Right.
Oh God, no.
Child-friendly board movie by any fucking means. Jesus. Oh my goodness. All right, so next week will be Hatchet 2. Catch us for that shit. All right, gentlemen. Our last segment, nerd news. Has anybody got anything?
Oh,
I don't really, aside from
I
mentioning
know
that-
it's kind of been a blank week, dude.
Yeah,
It's been quiet.
it has. I think the only thing in well, not really nerd news, but the new Toonie Terrors, Elvira, the Miner, the Fog, and Reanimator are out. I mean, not that that's probably big
I
news.
gotta
but
get that Miner. I have to get the Miner. if
I
get
got.
any of
Oh,
those.
I did snag the Miner and Elvira because I figured those two were going to go quicker than the other two.
Nice.
So nothing really on my end. Too much nerd
I
news as
will
well.
have to say that the Severn Films pop-up festival happened recently, and through that, a couple announcements were made for their, I want to say their Black Friday sale, including Night of the Demon. Let's see what other films was announced. Also, an announcement was made about the Dog Soldiers 4K, John, that is back on track after being delayed for a little short time and expect a release next year. So we're getting a fucking 4K of that. You can now watch on VOD Woodlands Dark and the Days Bewitched, a history of folk horror documentary. That is also available on the Severn Films folk horror box set, which is still available on severnfilms.com.
That was that huge fucking one you sent us, right? And
Yes.
Yeah.
Some other
30
films. It looks like I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses from 1978 was also featured on the Cinematic Void Severn trailer. Hard Rock Zombies and Caligula were also featured. House on the Edge of the Park was featured. Black Demons was featured, I believe. The Halfway House was featured. And then a film called Ballad in Blood.
Damn.
Into Terlarang. I can't. The Forbidden Door.
Okay.
Look, Chad,
Hey,
they're
that
getting a novelization of Night of the Demons as well.
That Caligula, is that the one with not Roddy McDowell?
No, it's a different one. I think this is an Italian version of Caligula.
Oh, okay, so it's not Malcolm McDowell. That's it.
No, David Kane it has on the
Okay.
list. Yeah. Un film de David Hills.
As I say, dude.
If it's Italian, then it's going to be nice and sleazy.
5. Oh my God. Also announced Dario Argento's comedy film, The 5 Days in Milan, is getting a fucking release from Severn Films. His one fucking comedy movie is getting a goddamn release.
That'll be interesting.
Nice.
Yes. So I can't wait to add that to the collection. They also announced Trauma, but Vinegar Syndrome's doing that.
Okay.
But for any of you Argento completionists like myself, it's definitely a key piece of film to have in your collection. It's cool. Severn's really going all out this year with their releases, and I hope Vinegar Syndrome does as well whenever their Black Friday sale hits, which we're about 3 weeks away from now. Yeah.
So I will say on video game front, I don't know if you guys have been looking for anything new dropping, but there is a new Dark Souls kind of clone coming out.
I heard about that.
It's called Lies of P, and it's actually based off Pinocchio.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it looks kind of interesting. I am terrible at Dark Souls games myself. They are fucking relentless, and if anybody's ever touched them,
Have you guys tried the new Mario Party game on the Switch?
I am not. That's like the only Mario games I'm never into are the Mario Party games. I think
they're fun. It's fun for me and the kids. Scott and the kids.
I have it.
Nice.
That's a good.
Oh,
one.
the Donkey Kong.
I do have we have the first Mario Party that came out on the Switch. We were just playing it the other day, but I don't know, man. I don't have the attention span for the it's like RPGs, dude, like turn-based. I just can't do it.
I recently been playing Rise of the Darkspark, Transformers, and then I also got
That's a good game.
I got Emperor Battle for Dune, which is an RTS game from 2001, and I've been playing that. I can turn it up all the way, and it looks fucking awesome. So,
see, I've been.
Did you ever play
Heck
Dune:
what?
The Battle for Arrakis?
is that Dune 2?
I think.
Okay. I've seen the gameplay of it. Somebody remade it recently.
Ooh, really?
Nice. Yeah, it's all like fucking modern graphics. It's pretty tits, man.
I'll have to look at that because I love that game.
I'm a little out of touch with the video games. It's been a while since I don't have a system right now.
No, that and of course rocking that new Phasmophobia update too. So
yes, they added voodoo dolls today.
Ooh, I saw that in the chat.
Yeah,
That
I
looks
put it in the chat. Yeah,
I didn't.
It's a voodoo doll update.
I was busy on work today. Unfortunately, I did not really get to look at the chat too much. That's awesome because I was playing a little bit this weekend. Fucking got racked, dude. Like
the new ones are so hard,
dude. They're so, and especially if you put them up on difficulties where, like, you know, you just go in and shit's already going right from the you can't set up anything. It's just
it's all luck of the draw now with these new zombies. Have you encountered the twins yet?
Yeah, they're fucking assholes, dude. I got them in. Oh, speaking of which, I know how to open the cabin now at the fucking.
Yeah, where's the key?
It's right under the doormat at the door.
What?
Yeah.
What
it's
the
right
fuck?
fucking there, dude. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was so pissed, dude, when we found out. I was like,
Cody and I searched for a good 10 minutes around that goddamn campground.
Easily. Like, and I did it a couple times when the wife and I were playing. Like, where the fuck is this goddamn? I'm opening up all the tents, looking fucking everywhere. I'm like, I can't find this key. It's got to spawn different spots. Nope, the wife just cheated and looked it up. She's like, it's under the door, man. God fucking damn it.
It's in the one spot you don't think to look.
Yeah, that's the most obvious spot. That's funny.
I know, but that's why I didn't think I don't know. I was like, oh, it'll probably spawn on a table some fucking where.
Have I talked about the Starship Troopers game? On the show?
The demo came out, right?
Yeah, I've been playing that.
I think we mentioned it before. How is it? I haven't tried it.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's definitely worth the download. You get 3 full missions out of it. March, I think it said. It's dropping. Nice. It's really cool. It's like Halo Wars.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You and I did talk about that.
Yeah.
No,
it's pretty good. It has a little different dynamics to make it more military, more strategic with your movements. There's definitely like levels of play within the game. So like you have to move your characters to different heights to shoot over one another or they won't fire. You have to move characters in a certain pattern and stuff. It's definitely being like legit military combat stuff at times. These bugs are ruthless.
Nice. Oh, so while we're still kind of speaking of video games, I don't know if you guys did see, but Nintendo, because they've gotten so much backlash on the whole like Switch Online and like what they're doing for prices, they're still
the price on price.
Yeah, they're continually trying to fix it and make it better because they pissed off a lot of people with that fucking price point.
It's not just the price point. I guess the game emulation itself is pure shit from what I've been reading.
Well, that, and it's like, dude, don't make people pay for something. Okay, so like, you paid for it, and they're like, but you get the new Animal Crossing DLC. Well, I don't fucking play Animal Crossing, so I don't give a shit. Don't charge me for it.
Give us 3 free games every year. Well, every month.
Me and my wife were just talking about this before I came back here to do this, because I'm thinking about the kids. They both like to play Fortnite at the same time. They want to play at the same time. And the only real way to do that is on 2 separate accounts. You can't do the family plan and have them both playing Fortnite at the same time. Yes, it's not easy to do. You really have to trick the system. So I said, screw it. I'm just going to get my own goddamn account and download it on one of the other Switch consoles, and then they can play at the same time. And it's only like $20.
Yeah.
Versus, how much for the fucking Nintendo 64 version, which...
So, you know how you can get through that on the family plan?
How?
Is you have to, and it might be, and I don't even think it's with age restriction, but essentially you have to make each Switch one person's own, like that's their home. And then you have to have one as the main profile. One's your primary, and then you got to have a secondary.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be a real hassle.
We made all our lights like that, and then our home console the secondary, because that way any downloadable games that you own you can play in airplane mode any time. If you don't own it and you even in airplane mode, it still won't let you fucking play it. That's why you got to make it your primary console. So hence that's why it is kind of it's stupid. It's not terrible, but I wish it was better. Like I feel like
Nintendo really should make it better for them being such a family-oriented business. It should be easier. It should be a much easier way than that. That's why I said, screw it. I'll just do my own and put it on the Switch that we have or whatever.
And speaking of streaming, dude, I was just kind of dabbling into Amazon Prime game streaming, and I'm interested to see like
what is that? Did you explore it much?
No, I believe like I want to look into it because I don't know how it's going to work for consoles. Like obviously I have PC and I'm going to probably play on that. But like if you have something like Xbox where they have Xbox Live and they have their own Game Pass, are they going to allow Amazon Prime game streaming on some? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how that's going to work. Is it only going to be for PC?
I would assume.
Because like why would PlayStation allow that? PlayStation has their own shit. You know what I mean? Like they have their own streaming service, and so does the Switch. So
I can't see it working on Sony just based off the knowledge that Sony wouldn't allow different pay TV service apps on their system while they had the PlayStation View or whatever, while that was still active.
Xbox did a few of them too. Like they were a little bit more lenient, but from what I'm seeing though is it's still free in Amazon Prime. So if you have Prime, you got it regardless. Mm-hmm. And I think they dropped 9 new games, or not new.
Brody, point him in the right direction.
9 games per week, and or 9 games per month, something like that. So they just dropped like Tomb Raider and I think like Dragon Age and some shit like that.
Now, is that included with the Prime membership, or does it cost a little bit extra?
Nope, it's included in Prime membership. So that is kind of the sweet part of that deal. So if you already have Prime, which I can assume 95% of us probably fucking do, you have that. So
nice.
Yeah. Okay. And Brody, for your audio listeners out there, Brody mentioned Alex Vincent is looking for a producer for his new podcast about the Chucky franchise.
Point him in the direction.
Project Louder's always looking.
I have about 70 episodes of me covering the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So,
yeah,
we are open.
Alrighty. Well, gentlemen, I would say that's probably about it then, unless you guys got any more nerdy things to talk about.
Not at the present time, no.
Alrighty. So, as always, I'm the Fluffmaster Supreme. Thank you for joining us, Gorehounds.
This is Pod Boss TJ Bowser. See you later.
This is your Chad Daddy, the Dark Master of Knowledge, saying, see you next week, bitches. I've been fucking up all day. What the hell?
It's been a fuck up day. And this is your Killing Machine Hog Boss, Bobby Amon, saying we'll see you next week, boys.
Hog Boss. Love it.
Hey, fresh cheese bags.